So I just wanted to come on here and just have kind of like a real talk. So I have a lot of questions about who I am, and I thought, you know what, let's just give you a little bit of background on me. So for those of you that have been on the lives, you know a lot of these answers already, but I thought, you know what, let's just make a video. So for one, I was born this way. This is how God made me. This is how my hands were made. I didn't lose any fingers. I didn't have an accident. Thank the Lord for that because I didn't have to relearn how to do anything. This is how I've always been. So this is how I've always done things. So I'm very grateful for that. Secondly, why do I love fragrances? Well, when I was young, I remember looking at these super attractive, super successful people. They always dressed well, they always looked good, and they always had an amazing fragrance. And where I live, fragrance isn't heavily worn, so you don't really go around and just get overwhelmed. You know, if I go on a train, I'm not going to smell like 50,000 Sauvages. It's going to be nothing. I'm not going to smell any fragrances. It's rare to smell a fragrance here. So for me, every time constantly be reminded that these people that are successful, these people that look good, these people that dress well, they always smell good. So at a young age, I remember thinking, you know what, that is awesome. I want to be that type of person. So I've always liked fragrances. My first fragrance my parents bought me were Stetson for Men. I got one fragrance, I forget which one of the Stetson it was, and then for Christmas I got a 4-piece set where you got 4 different Stetson fragrances. That was my first fragrance. I think my very first designer that I ever bought was Yop Homme. It's been a long time. I only wore Yop Homme. I don't even remember what it smells like, but I remember loving that fragrance. Actually, Bookmark, I actually smelled someone wearing Yop Homme not that long ago, and I was like, whoa, what are you wearing? And he goes, I'm wearing Jupe Homie. And I actually looked at him like, what the? And it hit me, oh, it's Yop Homme. So I didn't even know what it smelled like, but I liked it. So I guess I like Yop Homme. I don't know. Maybe I'll buy a bottle just for nostalgia purposes and maybe get a Stetson for Men too and have both of them, put them on my shelf. But those were my first fragrances. I remember a friend of mine kept telling me I should get Acqua di Gio, but I couldn't get it because her husband wore that. So I ended up going and I found Armani Diamonds. So Armani made this fragrance called Diamonds. You can still get it in Europe. I actually bought a bottle when I was in Europe at 75 ml. And it has like a strawberry accord to it. It isn't heavy strawberry. It's more of like a chemically, it's like a gentleman-like fragrance. So very classy, but a little bit of sweetness from the strawberry really makes it amazing. Love the fragrance. Isn't the greatest performer, so I mean I don't really recommend it anymore. But that was my first real like designer that I bought, and then I bought Acqua di Gio. I was like, heck, I don't care. I want this fragrance. So I wore Acqua di Gio for probably 2.5, 3 years. And then a friend of mine, actually someone I worked with, she told me, have you smelled this new fragrance called Savage? I think she said Savage. Maybe she said Sauvage. And I smelled it at duty free in Chicago Airport. I was getting ready to board a flight to Ireland. And I was like, this is amazing, but I already have Acqua di Gio. I can't have a second fragrance. So when I'm out of Acqua di Gio, I'll buy it. And so sure enough, when I ran out of Acqua di Gio, I bought Sauvage. I wore Sauvage exclusively for a year and a half, maybe 2 years. And then COVID hit. And right before COVID hit, I went to Ulta and I smelled 1 million EDT. And I was like, this is incredible. But I can't have 2 fragrances. And my sister's like, why not? Wear 2. I'm like, okay. So I bought it. And then COVID hit. And then I bought Eros EDT online. Again, pattern. I'm buying really popular compliment pulling fragrances. At that time, I was exclusively watching Jeremy Fragrance. So every fragrance was beast mode, popular compliment pulling fragrances. Before that, I was pretty much just buying like your $20 fragrance you'd find at Aeropostale or Buckle or American Eagle. I was wearing those fragrances. I love them. But anyhow, so I bought Eros EDT, and then I found online discounters. Now, online discounters are people and companies that will buy lots of fragrances, whether they weren't selling well and someone would just offload them. They found them in a country where the currency was so good that I could buy 1,000 of them here, sell them for our currency, and make back a ton of money. But either way, you're getting them at a great price. Also, they usually don't do a heavy increase in price. So let's say, you know, this online discounter at Macy's, they buy this one fragrance for $20 a bottle. Macy's ups it by, you know, 80 bucks to sell it for $100. And the online discounter is like, well, I could sell it for 30 and sell all of them quicker. Yes, I'm only getting 10 bucks return, and yes, I have overhead and employees, but I would rather sell quantity, sell more and more and more. So that's how online discounters go. Just realized I didn't unlock my watch, doing that right now. So I found online discounters. I'm like, whoa, I can buy 2 to 3 designers for the price of one designer in store. So I started buying fragrance hauls. That's how I got through COVID lockdown. That's how I was able to make it through that year. I just bought so many fragrances. I just kept buying and kept buying and kept buying and kept buying. And then I never forget this day. I bought a haul of 4 fragrances and I felt super guilty. I was like, why did you buy that? And I thought, you know what? What if I just start a fragrance channel? You know, I'm not the greatest person in the world. I'm just someone that's lived a life through fragrances and think maybe I can help people out. Even if it's just one person. One person, I can help them figure out, A, what fragrance to wear, what to get, how to get the best price, stuff like that. It'll make it worth it. It'll make this worth it, the fragrance haul. So August of 2023, I started a TikTok account. And then the next day, I changed my YouTube channel. I had a YouTube channel for like 11 years. Posted maybe 2 videos. One was a electrical storm in a snowstorm that was incredible, where the power line just exploded. It was really cool. And the other was a KU game at Allen Fieldhouse. So I had 2 videos. That was it. I removed both videos. I actually still have the electrical thing on my channel. Maybe one day I'll re-release it and people can watch it. But I took a private account and turned it into a fragrance channel. I'm like, you know what? I'll just keep posting the same videos. If it grows, cool. And so I started working on this fragrance talk. I started having fun, started doing live, started meeting really cool people around the world, started growing a little bit of a community, and I've just had a lot of fun doing this. So just really, honestly, thank you for being a part of this channel. Thanks for watching these videos. Thanks for commenting. Thanks for supporting this channel. It's a lot of fun doing this. I really enjoy it. I'm constantly trying to make better videos, constantly trying to improve. But, you know, I thought, you know what, I'm just going to sit down and just have like a heart-to-heart talk, giving you kind of a history of who I am and why I do this. So, again, appreciate everything you do. Thanks for subscribing. Can't wait to do more of these videos maybe. If you're interested in more like personal videos, just comment down below. Maybe I'll do a follow-up. I don't know what it would be about, but just want to thank you. Hope everyone has a great day. This is Nubs Fragrance. Talk to you soon.